Welcome everybody, eBay Deck Techs. I'm here with Skura at Paupergeddon. And Skura, you brought the deck that you've been championing for a long time now, Mono Blue Faeries. Why did you bring that this weekend?
Well, I brought this weekend because I also bring it every other weekend possible. But this is my most powerful weapon of choice.
Yep.
I've been doing with this deck particularly well whole year, honestly.
Humble brag.
And there's no reason to put this down, honestly.
Exactly. Well, let's talk through some of the cards that you bought this weekend, some of the different choices. So first off, we'll start with the Intruder.
Yeah.
Okay, why is Intruder a key part of this deck?
So, first of all, it enables Off-One Mind because we need a proper human count to actually get the discount. However, this deck doesn't interact very well with things already on board. It's mono blue, doesn't play much removal, just has a bit of, a couple of snaps, and my signature, highest tricks. But Intruder allows you to add an additional layer of interaction whilst in combat, which makes the deck even trickier because you already are in a pickle of how to block, when to block, which creatures do you multi-block, and then you can get blown out completely by an Intruder, messing the whole math out. And also, in this particular metagame, we see also Faeries, of course, but like Mono Red Rally, for instance, that engages in combat very, very heavily. And key point, doesn't die to Lava Dart, which the rest of the deck kind of does. So it's also nice to have those. And I, in this particular version, this weekend, brought 5 of these effects. 4 in the main deck, and then functional reprint here in the sideboard. Okay. I opted to go full 5. And of course, in this format, we play Hydroblasts, right? Which I have also 5 of.
Is there a reason you bought the 5?
Yeah, so this particular split is that I think I want the 5th effect of this more than the 6th blast. Okay. And the total number is important because red is very, very well represented.
I was going to say, is that because you're hedging against the red decks this weekend?
Precisely. And it's both Lava Dart decks, the red ones, and Rally, which is also red, but also kind of a bit of a different flavor. All
right, well, you've also, and this is the kind of I've noticed is different, you're playing Dispels in the main. And every time I've seen you play this deck, the Dispel has looked amazing every single time. Why are more people not playing the Dispel?
If I had a dime for every time someone asked, why not Spell Pierce, I would have a lot of
dimes.
A lot of dimes, yeah. And it's the same talk every time. Spell Pierce catches more cards. And I always give my hot take, which is Spell Pierce actually counters less.
Okay.
Why? Because it actually expires. Yeah. While this doesn't.
The longer the game goes, getting paid 2 extra mana means not much.
Exactly.
But Dispel, that's going to hit a lot of the key cards, a lot of the key removal in the format.
Breath Weapon, done. No. Dispute Effect, no sir. Snuff Out, nope. And Spell Pierce just loses value. And of course, we could make an argument this is a tempo deck which wants to trade early. Yeah. But the truth is, if you've played this deck, it just doesn't kill early. It's incapable of killing you before turn 5.
So what would you call this, a mid-range deck or a control deck? Is it a tempo deck?
So it is a tempo deck, but it's not an aggro deck in a way. It cannot kill you before turn 6 and just won't. It will take the game, it will accrue card advantage, have a couple of key interactions, but it actually closes much, much later. And because of that, Spell Pierce just dies, and Dispel doesn't.
Well, we've also got some new cards from Edge of Eternity in here. You were telling me that this is the new card I'm playing. Tell me why you're playing it and what it is.
Yeah, so Eelvoy Galeblade is a non-fairy, non-human, but it has flash, it has flying, so already sounds pretty good.
It's basically a fairy at that point.
Basically a fairy, yes. Honorary fairy, you could say. And it has 2 mana, sack, draw a card. Now, this is, I don't want to say flavor text, but this is not the reason to play the card. The reason to play is 1 mana flash flying. Yeah. All good. And now, in tandem with Brinebarrows, you have now a proper density of 7 flash threats. If you want, you can stretch it even further to 8, 9 flash threats, which changes the dynamic a lot, especially
why? From what dynamic to what dynamic? What's my advantage of playing flash creatures as opposed to not in this deck?
Yeah, good question. And so, right now, or previously, you had to basically tap out on those early turns. Yep. Miscreant, Fairy Seer.
So now you don't. You can hold up counter magic, and if they do nothing, you can advance your boards there. I like it. Okay.
And that changes quite a bit because they might think you don't have a 1-drop at all when you kept, or you actually go end-step creature. And if you look here in the sideboard, you'll see 11 flash 1 mana cards, which, as you can imagine then, post-board, this shines particularly bright. Yep. It's not even about turn 1 or turn 2. Let's say it's turn 4 and you passed. You could have any combination of interaction and
sweat your whole hand out basically to 4 things on the board. I get you.
Exactly, it makes it very difficult. And when it comes to the ability, first of all, Do not sacrifice this if you don't have to, okay? Don't.
Reason why?
However,
Why am I not sacrificing if I don't need to? Why if I want that extra
because
card?
you're pushing
I'm playing a
yourself-
blue deck, I want more cards.
True, but you're a creature deck fundamentally, so you're
Okay.
pushing yourself back and you want board presence. However, where it shines really is, let's say turn 5, you deploy it, it's unkillable because whenever they direct removal at it, sack draw,
Yep.
up a card. But it has very interesting utility. Like for example, against Mono Blue Terra, you go, okay, chump block,
sack.
draw, right? And they skip the combat essentially. Or against like Percussionist, which is very funny. You block it and you sacrifice it so it doesn't trade, so they don't get the die trigger because there was no damage after all. And there's so many utilities of that, but they're more or like exceptions rather than rules.
All right, well, if anyone wants to find your deck list and how to pilot it, where can they find you?
They can find me on my Metafy,
Yep.
where we have like a proper community of Faeries. Actually, I have a public free Discord with 1,000
Shout
people.
out, it's your time to shout out.
1,000 people in my Discord, and cheers to all of them now. And yeah, you can join this ever-growing community of Fae people. I've got, of course, YouTube as well, Islands in Front, and I post on this deck very regularly a lot of match analyses and everything you might need.
So everything they're going to need. Right, on that one, thank you very much, now, bud.
Cheers.
And that's the end of Deck Tax with eBay.